welcome back to my channel. So this is episode 20 to my journey to becoming an IFBB Pro, and we are currently only 3 weeks out from the second show of the year being the British finals. So this week I was down 0.7, which is taking me down to 58.4 kg, which means now I'm below stage weight already, with still 3 weeks to go, which is insane. Coach has literally made no changes again. He said he's happy with how everything's moving. Again, doesn't need to be changed because everything's literally going well. So calories are still 1500 on training days and 1400 on rest days. I'm actually surprised to say that I'm actually getting used to it. I'm very rarely hungry. I do find myself getting hungry at the weekends because it's a little bit less, but as long as I'm busy, like, I'm actually not getting hungry, which is crazy. Yes, everything's staying the same. Cardio still 50 minutes, steps still 12k. Yeah, and that is pretty much kind of it. I do feel like the last few weeks now are going to be quite boring because it's just getting everything done and just trying to bring it in a little bit tighter, and that usually happens on the last week when we start water loading and when we start carb loading, and then it all just comes together. So yeah, I only have 2 full weeks of normal training and then the peak week, which kind of gives me that little bit of like a push, because I do feel like this last kind of like few weeks has been a bit of a drag because, like I said, nothing's changed. Everything is just like day by day, getting things done. So yeah, it can seem quite like at a normal level because everything is just, yeah, basically staying the same. So over these next few weeks, I have a few things planned. I'm trying to sort a photo shoot out with Alex Reitman before I step on stage, and I'm looking to do a new video for like an intro for the beginning of my vlog with one of the girls from the gym, which should be this weekend. We have a few wedding stuff coming up over the next few weeks as well, which just like adds to the madness of everything going on, also with the hope of us to be moving in the next few weeks to our new house as well. So I'm trying not to let too much kind of get in the way and stress me out. This week I'm definitely going to start prioritising my sleep and recovery and making sure that I'm going to sleep earlier, because last week it was terrible. I wasn't going to bed late because I wasn't tired, but then I wasn't going to bed early enough to give myself enough time to wind down. So this week I'm looking to try and get in bed and be asleep by 11:30, just so I'm waking up feeling a bit more refreshed. This morning I had a client cancellation, which means I got to have a lie-in, so I just slept until 8:30, which for me is unheard of, so that was quite nice. I'm literally just about to go and train legs. I'm on the old white monster hype again. Usually I take the USN on leg days, but I don't want to feel too like buzzy without having the same energy I would normally have to train with. So I've gone back to the monsters. White one's always the first. My second favourite is the blue one, and then I think it's the black cherry one, if you generally really want to know which 3 are my favourite. So yeah, I'm off to train legs, so I'll catch you guys very soon.
Baby, I'm coming back for you. Said I never drive you crazy. Well, let's see what we can do. Ooh, did you think we'd ever change? There's a method to these games. Falling in love, there's no way see what we can do. Baby, if I said it, I swear I don't mean it. Okay, if I meant it, I swear I don't feel it. I can't trust my mouth, so I guess I'll just keep it to me. I won't say I'm never gonna tell you that I'm falling in love. There's no way.
A simple walk would literally be this frustrating. I've been in the studio for an hour and a half. Well, no, it's not an hour and a half, but about an hour and 15 posing. I say posing is more my walk. Like, it is stressing me out. I just had to like take a step back and not kind of overdo it and keep repeating it, and like I get really overwhelmed because I just want to nail it out of the whole entire prep. Like my training, food, like everything is so easy compared to this frigging walk I just can't seem to nail. Anyway, I'm leaving it there today before I overdo it and before you get to that point where you pose that much that it all just looks completely the same and then you start doubting everything. Got a few good walks on camera. I'm just gonna have to try and chill with it and not overthink it and just not let it completely like get in my own head. A walk. It's just a walk. So, quick food shop run through. I feel like it's been a while. Protein sources are still eggs, salmon, my turkey burgers, and then like my Philadelphia, if you've kind of classing that as protein. Fruit, I only have a banana. It's just the weekends and an apple actually, which I think I've just forgot to buy. Crap. Then we move on basically to all the veg. So peppers and absolutely everything. Tender stem broccoli, I prefer it with like baby corn. Normal broccoli. I'm loving little sweet corn coblets. So like I have like one of these as like 50 grams of veg. All my salad of spinach, B12 just as this cheap one. Coconut rice, my new favourite my new favourite flavour, rice. Wow, that was a mouthful. Yeah, then like courgettes again. Then tomatoes. These stay up here because as you can see I pick at them as like a little snack for when I'm cooking or when I'm hungry. Then this side we've just got like the carby stuff, so the bagels. We also have the bagel thins I have in the daytime. Then the chip seasoning, I use the chili and paprika and this because I like these on my Mediterranean veg. I also use the chips and wedges when I have potatoes, and the garlic and herb one. This is beaut on like chicken. So yeah. And then the things like the monsters, a big one to get me through the days that are crap. Then Vimto squash, absolutely still obsessed. And cherries and berries, you can zoom in, squash for home. Oh, and of course obviously all my jellies. We've got raspberry, and yeah, donut and cherry butter tart. And that will last me a good week. Good afternoon, it is Thursday and today I've got a bit of a quiet day when it comes to work. We have one of my clients' weddings this evening, so I managed to move a few of my clients around, which means today we've been able to sort a few things out. So obviously, as I've said before, we're going through the process of sorting my house out, so it's constant like forwarding back from the solicitors, so that's been today. I feel absolutely shattered today, I did not sleep very well at all. So standing in a bank queue for near enough half an hour was painful. So today I've also nipped to the butcher's. I've got my usual like big box of mince and all my chicken, which hopefully should last us the next couple of weeks again. And I'm going to take you through the rest of today's food. So it's only a slight change in my lunch because obviously I've had heck chicken mince, so I've switched it for that. And then I'm going to go and train upper. I think I'm going to have one of the larger cans of Monsters today because I'm feeling absolutely dead. And I'm going to try not to have a coffee this evening and see if that makes any difference when it comes to me sleeping, because I don't know if that's actually making it worse for me to sleep. I mean, I get into bed and I'm tired, but I don't know if that coffee at like 5:30, 6 isn't actually helping me drop off. Because I go to bed at like 11:30, 12. So I'm going to try and take that out. and see how that goes. So yeah, I'm going to take you through all my food, all my training, and a little bit of everything. I'm hoping that like this mood today isn't forever. I had a really good day yesterday, but today I literally feel like dead to the world. I know it's like midday and I haven't had any caffeine yet, so I'm hoping it's just that. And also 3:30 this afternoon I have a massage booked at a therapy station. My shoulders have been completely fine. I've had no issues with those. It's actually been my calf. So I think because I'm on the Stairmaster all the time, I think they've just really like battered. And I find that when I'm stepping, it's like the front of my shin, and then it'll pull the front of my foot. And the last thing I want is my cardio being any more unenjoyable. So I'm going to see those today about my foot. And then going to check in tomorrow with Dan. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens this week. I feel really tiny, and I did a midweek weigh-in on, what day is Thursday? Tuesday, I think it was, a couple of days back, and I was 58.3 or 2, so obviously it's a couple of 0.2-ish off my last stage weight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. I feel like I'm blabbering because my brain is just like in another world. But yeah, so let's go and get today done. What was that? Okay, so breakfast stays the same. I've still got my bagel thin. I have 50 grams of the lightest Philadelphia, a little bit of spinach, and then 100 grams of smoked salmon. Always have my cup of tea. A little like spinach salad hack. If you put in, if you're really interested, a little napkin, it stops it from going really soggy. It's still like a little bit soggy in the corner, but like you don't have like soggy wet spinach. Anyway, and then always the tablets. So I have my multivitamin. Here I've got magnesium, glucosamine. That's my multivitamin, that's magnesium. I take a hair, skin and nails tablet as well. Literally just Morrison's. And then usually in the morning when I'm feeling like crap, I will take a Focus X tablet. So these are basically like caffeine tablets, but kind of without the stimulant in it that you'll get from like a Monster and stuff like that. So that is my usual morning routine. So before I go and train, I've got my bagel. This sounds insane. Well, not insane, but sad. This is the first time I've had a toasted bagel since coming out of lockdown in April. So a toasted cinnamon bagel with peanut butter. I'm very looking forward to this. That's when you know you're deep in prep. Anyway, I have bagel thin and I have 15 grams of the Skinny Foods peanut butter. I've used their new cookie dough one. It's incredible. So I'm going to have this, go off and train. And then, yeah, then we can have lunch this afternoon. That is my sports massage done. I so needed that. My calves at the minute were so tight. I think it's from the Stairmaster. And I'm literally so tired after that. I was borderline falling asleep. Yeah, so I feel a lot more chilled. And then I've got one more client when I get back. Then I can have a chilled evening, which I'm very much looking forward to. Okay, so I'm actually home for one of my second dinners, because obviously normally I've been working now. This is what I've swapped. So we've gone for today, instead of my chicken, we've got heck chicken mince, like loads of passata in there. And there's like veg at the bottom somewhere. And I've got 100 grams of my collie rice, 25 grams of pancetta ham here, which has gone crispy, which you cannot believe how much I look forward to having that little bit of bacon. And I've got loads of courgettes, peppers, all blended together. Then I'm going to add garlic mayo because this is my new favourite. Go back into my last video, and if you saw me blending and blitzing my broccoli rice, you can clearly see it didn't go to plan. It tasted absolutely terrible. I froze it, put it all in separate bags, and then reheated it the next day. And it tasted like gone off veg. It was the worst thing. It went so mushy. And I had loads of people messaging me saying like I should like pan fry it, but I haven't got the time. So I've gone for the frozen one you can get from Tesco. It's cheaper, it's easier, and yeah, it just doesn't taste like arse either. I mean, it still smells a bit bad. It smells a bit bad, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna go and tuck into this. So before dinner, I'm going to have 1 scoop of the whey protein, caramel chocolate, tastes like Mars bar. I have it with a little bit of almond milk. And I also forgot to say I had 2 rice cakes before training. And this is what I'll have obviously before my dinner in a sec. Okay, so dinner, 1 turkey burger. I've got 100 grams of microwave rice, loads of Mediterranean veg, 100 grams of veg and salad. As you can see, I just bulk everything out. And then I've got some barbecue sauce there, which kind of came out a bit too quick. But yeah, I'll have this, then I'll have my protein bar in bed with a cup of tea. So we finished off the day with my white chocolate cookie dough protein bar. Love this before bed, it literally stops any cravings. Then a cup of tea, I've got 2 ZMAs for bed, and then that is my 1500 calories in a day. So I'm going to end this week's vlog there. We are now only 2 weeks out from the finals, and I do feel like these last few weeks are kind of dragging. They're going quite slow. I think it's because I feel like I've been on prep for so long that I'm kind of just ready to get back on stage again. I'm ready to see what my final package is. And yeah, it's getting tough for the calories. The energy is still really low. As you know, sleep has been absolutely terrible. And weekends at the moment are just so packed because if I'm not catching up with work, I'm posing, I'm getting my steps in, everything like that. So this week I had a posing session with Phoebe on the Wednesday. Forgot to take my camera, so I couldn't record it. We've been working on my walk. It's been the one thing that I've struggled with from literally the get-go. So it's all about me trying to get that sass. I do feel like it's improving, but I still feel I have quite a long way to go with it. But, you know, practice makes perfect and all that. Coach is still happy with everything, not changing everything. I think it's going to stay the same now until peak week. So it's literally getting this one last week out the way and then we can move on to peak week. Tomorrow I have a little video kind of shoot thing planned with one of the girls called Georgie, who is going to get a few clips of me training in the gym, which hopefully can go towards my new YouTube video, the little intro bit, because I wanted a new fresh one, why I am in this shape as well. And then next Sunday I booked a shoot with Alex Reitman. It's only going to be a quick hour shoot, just so I can kind of capture this shape, because obviously this shape isn't forever. Kind of happens once a year, so yeah, that's going to be fun for next weekend. Also, me and Danny have been given a date for moving in, so again, that's going to be next weekend as well. So yeah, it's going to be a stressful week. Me and Danny have got a lot to get on with, like juggling between prep, food and moving into a new house. It's going to be stressful and it's going to be a lot to take on, but I said to Danny, all we need to work on is get the kitchen up and running, get the bed made and make sure we know where everything is in the boxes, and it will be fine. So this week there was no weight change, and there's a slight change in my measurements. I think it's around my glutes and a little bit around my arms. So I think it's just waiting for those final weeks to kind of help bring everything back, and then wait for the last kind of peak week for everything to come together. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what we can bring in these next 2 weeks. I will pop a picture up just so we can see from when I was 2 weeks out last time to 2 weeks out from now. You can see my legs, my hamstrings, they're looking a lot better. Also, I'll pop up my check-in from this weekend. Please excuse me, my heels, because I left my heels at the gym. But yeah, no, so it's just getting through these next couple of weeks. Prep brain and tiredness always hits me on a Saturday. So I feel like today I'm literally like on a complete go slow. So I do like to try and wind down and kind of switch off as much as I can, because as sleep's terrible, I like to try and get a little bit more in at the weekends. So anyway, that is the last of this vlog. We have 2 more vlogs until show day, which is exciting. So as always, if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and if you have anything to add it in the comments below. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.